Welcome to another episode of Unbiased Transfer Talks. First things first, I want to apologise about some of the video quality on the last few videos. I don't know what's happened, but I had a few technical difficulties. I've got my DSLR, and obviously I need the few final bits to be able to use that. So at the moment I ain't been using that. So obviously soon enough it will be improved again. Hopefully this one's a lot better than the past couple of days, because even me watching it when I'm editing it, I'm getting pissed off. So yeah, should be better from now on. Yeah, today there's been a little bit of developments, a few like kind of big stories happening today, but nothing huge. Nothing like, oh my god, like. But there's been a few little bits and pieces in the transfer window, and it's really starting to look like there's going to be quite a bit of business done this year, like for a lot of clubs. Like the Premier League just seems to be like a league for everyone now. So yeah, we'll start with Mason Mount, and I did say yesterday in the video that they were still talking it out and that, and I think it would happen and stuff. And yeah, it got the here we go today. He's going to Man United. Chelsea have agreed the fee of 55 million plus 5 million of add-ons. Man United will pay, and a lot of people are laughing at Man United. A lot of people going, "Oh, the same with the way they are with Kai Havertz." And I've said this, how toxic Chelsea is. Like, watch a lot of these players that leave Chelsea go and do really good elsewhere. Chelsea's very toxic. No matter what anyone wants to say, it's a toxic club, and it's been toxic for a few years now, especially. So I think Mason Mount's going to be a great signing for Man United. I'm not going to lie. I think he's going to really, you're really going to see a difference in Mason Mount in that Man United squad. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans are going to be really salty about this one. Like, he's their star boy. He's their Saka. He's their Rashford. He's their Kane. Do you know what I mean? He's their like guy from the academy, star boy sort of thing. And they're losing him. They're losing him to Man United of all teams. And I can't understand why. I can't understand why they've let that happen. But listen, it happened. Mason Mount looks like he's going to Man United. We'll have to see. Medical test will happen over the weekend. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see, and I want to see how Ten Hag plays him. Another bit of business, crazy bit of business. This Pau Torres to Aston Villa. Here we go, confirmed. I couldn't seem to see the fee that Aston Villa have paid. I don't think it's actually been disclosed yet. Apparently it's a bit, but it's going to be lower than his release clause. Obviously Unai Emery's managed him before, so that's probably maybe a reason that he said, yeah, I'll go to Aston Villa. And that's a great signing for Aston Villa. He's a top centre back, and I once again look at teams like Tottenham and that, and I say, how have you not gone for him? Like, you know, have you not grabbed him? Like, that's crazy to me. And I think he'll be a big shout to help them win that Europa League that they're in. And I think if they sign a few more players and keep the players they have, they're going to have a shot at winning that Europa League with Emery. So I think that's a great signing for Aston Villa. Going on to some Arsenal news, Ethan NWANERI. I probably butchered the way I said his surname, but yeah. He's, for people who don't know him, he's the youngster that come on for Arsenal, youngest player to ever play in the Premier League. He come on for Arsenal in the Brentford game at 15. And a lot of people were saying, oh, Arteta, it's all about him. He wants to be able to say he played the youngest player. I don't see it like that. His contract's up, and he was looking like he could be leaving the club. He's now signed. He's now looking, it's in the works. He's signing for us. He's signing the what do they call it? Like the academy something. And then his pro contract will be signed when he turns 17. He's still only 16 years old. And I think that was a way of telling him, because he is a real talent. Like, I don't have to say much. I'll just know that, remember his name, and then you'll say, oh shit, thank God we signed him when we did, because there's a reason that Man United, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool were all eyeing him up to get him from us. There's a reason for that, right? He's a great player, and he's looking like one of them that could be like the top level. So we'll see. Like, obviously, there's a lot of people like that don't. But yeah, I think that was more to bringing him in that time. I think to show him there's a chance, there's a pathway. And apparently, in the deal, we showed him a pathway to the first team. We showed him what he'd need to do, what we'd need, like what would happen for him to get in the first team. And I have a feeling that when he signs his pro contract, he's going to start getting games. And I mean like Carabao Cup games off the bench and stuff like that. Certain Prem games off the bench. He'll be one of them youngsters that's always on the bench and eventually come into the fold. Now, great business from Arsenal. Another great bit of business to keep a player and keep assets at the club. Yeah, I see pictures all of the time of our net worth, our net spend and all that, and we're one of the highest. And people are like, look, they've spent so. We've still not spent as much as a lot of people. It's just that, fair enough. Obviously, net spend is a thing, but like, we don't sell. We don't get money for players. We've fucking not, like, the past few years, we've lost out on money on all our big names. Yeah, no matter how much you want to say we've spent, the value of our team now, we have 3 or 4 players, in my opinion, that due to the current market is worth 100+ million. I believe Saliba's worth 100+ million on the current market. I believe Saka's worth 100+ million on the current market. I think you could argue Martinelli's around there. Odegaard's around there. Declan Rice that we've signed for that, he's obviously around there. So listen, you can't look at it all negatively when it comes to spending money. We're keeping players, we're turning it around. Arsenal Football Club, well done. Going back to Man United, they've stepped up their interest in Onana. Great keeper. I'm actually will be a bit gutted if they get him because I do like him. And I think he'll be a great keeper for Man United. He seems like a Man United keeper. Now, not much has been said. They've been looking at him for a while. Obviously, the stuff with the Hayes happened and they've lowered his wage a lot. He's going to be a backup goalie. We know this. So yeah, like great signing if Man United could get that done. I think that's probably going to be their main target next is a goalie, and I think that's probably their most needed position right now. So yeah, we'll see where that goes, and maybe later down in the week or next week we can be saying here we go for him as well. That Man United need a signing because they're the only team that haven't made a signing yet out of the top 6, if I'm not wrong. But obviously Mason Mount got the here we go, so they're also added to that now. Lastly, a bit of Arsenal news again. This may be just rumours. I'm not sure how concrete the inquiries have been, but apparently Arsenal have inquired for TCHOUAMENI from Real Madrid. Now, don't do this to me, Arsenal. A midfield of TCHOUAMENI, Rice and Odegaard. Please, mate. Please. Yeah? I will be fucking gassed with that signing. But listen, Real Madrid are looking for 86 million, apparently. I don't see us spending that money. I do think... Fuck me! Ugh. I do think that Lavia's going to be the guy we sign. I really do. But I think at the same time, why not inquire for these players? Real Madrid might end up going to sign Mbappe. They might end up needing money. You don't know. You might be able to get him at a bit of a cut price. We ain't got a bad relationship with transfers when it comes to Real Madrid. If they need money, I would not be against loaning with an obligation to buy for like 80 million. Just loan him for this season. At the end of the season, get the transfer. That I'll do that 100%. I don't know if they would want to do that, but listen, why not float the idea to Real Madrid? You know, like listen, I'd love him at the club. I think he would probably be my choice out of him. If it was between him, Caicedo, and Lavia, I think I'd go for him personally. I really like him. I think he's a great player. Caicedo is good as well. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't moan at any of the 3. Let me put that out there. There's not much between them. I just really like TCHOUAMENI. I wanted him when he left Monaco, when he went there to begin with. And they paid about 80-something million for him. So I think they just want to recoup their money for him. And it's not even a thing where he's not good enough. It's a thing where they've got a lot of midfielders. They probably want a bit of money. They probably want a bit of money for Mbappe or something like that. That's why they're willing to let him go. They're happy to sacrifice, you know. But look what happened with Odegaard. We got him for 30 mil, and look, man, they'd probably want him back. So listen, great news for Arsenal. But that's it for today's transfer talk. I'll be back over the next few days with a few more. Hopefully soon we can get the Declan Rice here we go and stuff. Yeah. like, share, subscribe, comment below what you guys think about the summer transfers so far and what your team's doing, and if you would enjoy them to sign more players, if you think they need to sign different players that they are signing, like if you're pissed at who they're signing. I know Arsenal fans, certain ones are pissed that we're signing Havertz and that. Let me know all your thoughts on the transfer window in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, you know all that. I said it already, but I'll say it again. Unbiased Transfer Talk out. Peace.